Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to explore an essential concept in web development, that is debouncing. We will be using a fun and practical example like searching of country's flag. If you are excited to learn something new, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. This is what we are going to build. Here we have a search bar. We can search anything we want. Like let's search United States. We can see we have 5 results for it. Alright, so this is not a regular search. This is a debounce search that is called after few seconds, and that is important to reduce the number of API calls and ultimately results in performance optimization. Okay, let's quickly set up our project and we will see how it can be implemented in a real world project. Open terminal on a folder where you want to create the project. Write the command to create the React app, that is npf create React app, and name of the app, that is debouncing. It will take some time. I will be back when it's done. It took 1 minute for me. Let's drag this debouncing folder to VS Code. Open the terminal, write npm start. It will start the React app on port 3000. Let's bring these two side by side. Remove this piece of code. Remove this logo. Remove app.css. Remove index.css. Let's create one pages folder. Let's create home.js. Create home.css. Type RAFC. Import and .css. Alright. And let's create one more file to store all our data, that is data.json. You will be getting one link in JSON. When you click on that, it will be opening something like this. Just click on this button, copy raw file, and just paste it here. Let's import this here. Importing a JSON file is very simple. That is import data from / the folder where it is stored. That is data.json. Let's create one state here. Const countries. Use state. Let's use our use effect hook to handle our side effects. This empty dependency means that it will be run only once while the component is getting mounted. Alright, let's set countries with our data. Alright, let's create one input tag here. Write a placeholder. Search here .. Put it a class name of search input. And let's create one state to manage its change. Name it as text. Set text. Use a state. Provide a value of text. Whatever the value of this text will be provided to its value of this input field. And let's add on change event. Provide a callback. Here we'll be getting our event and set text to e.target value. Alright, so we have created our input field. Let's import our home so that we can see change on UI. We can see we have input field. And let's create a container to map our flags. Class name of flags container. If countries.length is greater than 0, we will be mapping our countries. Countries.map item, I Let's return a div with key as I and class name of flag card. Let's create another div with image tag. Here we will be providing our source of the image, that is item dot flags dot svg. Alright, let's see what it is. So we are extracting this from here. So this is our item, and here items dot flags dot svg. So we are using this. Let's go back to our home.js. We can also provide alternative text as it is there in the data. That is alternative. Let's copy and paste it directly. It should be ALT. Let's create one p tag. It should be item dot name dot common. You can see it here. Item will be this item dot name dot common. Let's style it. This is a very simple thing. I have also shown you in the previous video, that is soft pagination. Let's directly copy and paste this CSS. You will be getting the link of this CSS file in the description. Alright, let's put a class name of home here. And there is something looking weird. Let's remove the default margin and padding from all the components. This can be done by selecting all the components and margin as 0 and padding as 0. Alright, it is looking nice. Let's first search our results, whatever we type from here, and then we will be implement debounce. Let's create one handle search function that is handling the search from this input box. It should take the name of the country, and if name dot length is greater than 0, then we will be filtering our country. If you have an idea of filtering on JavaScript, you can easily understand it. So it is checking. So it is converting all the names to lowercase, and if that includes name, whatever we search here, that is we are passing here, then if it includes that, then it will be returning a true, and if it returns a true, that data will be filtered and we get filtered countries from here. Let's set countries here. And let's now run our handle search. Whenever we change this input field, on change of this input field, and we are passing a dot target dot value here. That is the name. Alright, let's try to do it. We can get the result, right? But let me show you something, like how many times this function is running. Let's console here. And now we will be diving into debouncing. Let me show you how it is running here. If I press our key like India here, so we can see it is running 5 times, as it is consoling 5 times running from this handle search function. And if you are making some of the API calls, so it will be calling that API at every keystroke, right? But if we type like 31 times, it will be running this function 31 times. That is resulting in a lot of API calls, right? So we can optimize it using debouncing. So debouncing is a programming practice used to ensure that the function is not called too often. It is especially useful in scenarios like search input that we are seeing right now, where we don't want to fire off request every time a user types a letter, right? Instead, we wait until they stop typing for a certain period of time. Let's see how it works in our example. Okay, let's set this to data whenever there is nothing. Set countries to data if there is nothing. We can see it is running 9 times, and when we remove that, it is running as we have changed our input field, right? So this is not a optimal way to do this, and I will be explaining in depth of the debounce function, like how it is exactly behaving like that. Okay, let's create one time ref here. And let's create our debounce function here. It will accept function and a delay, and it will return a function if time ref has something. It will be clearing out this. With time ref dot current, as we are assigning time ref dot current as with this delay, and we will be running our function inside here, and we are passing all the arguments here. Okay, it should be time ref. And let's create debounce search. Let's call our debounce here, and we are passing handle search here. And let's pass a delay of 500 milliseconds. And now let's call this, and now let's see how it looks. We can see we have a single time we are consoling running here. We can see we running is console only one time, right? But we have keystroke for 437 times, right? It is not calling this function every time when we press our key. It is waiting for some time, that is we are passing from here, that is 500 milliseconds, and after 500 milliseconds it is calling that function. Let's type India here. We can see it is consoling this running only one time, right? But we have keystroke for 5 times. But before that, we can see we are calling this function 5 times, right? So this is debouncing. This ultimately results in reducing the number of API calls for searching something, like we are searching some products from Flipkart, Amazon, or somewhere. So we are not directly calling the API every time the user keystrokes. We are waiting for few seconds, like whenever the user types something, we are then only we are making the API calls, and we are getting the data, and we are showing it to the end user, right? So this is very simple thing. You just need to just monitor like how this function is executing. Let's see how this debounce function is managing this debouncing. So we have created one time ref here, and whenever we are pressing our key, this debounce search is calling. That is ultimately a function that is returns from this debounce. And here we are passing our handle search, and we have a delay. And let's see what this does. So we are first checking our time ref dot current. If it has something, then we are clearing out this timeout. And if that is not the case, we are setting out our timeref.current with the ID of this set timeout that is running this function that we are passing here, that is handle search, right? That we are accepting here, and we are running this. Whatever arguments we receive from here, we are passing it to the function with the delay. So if it runs by thousands time and it sees it has something, it removes this timeout. That means this function will not run again. And it sets a new timeout with the ID stored inside timeref.current. So it will be running after that particular time when the user stops typing for this delay. If we write here like 5 seconds, let's write India. We will see our results after 5 seconds, right? So if the user stops typing for this particular time, then only this debounce function will be running this function, whatever we pass here. This is pretty much. Let's see it on our full screen. All right. So we have replicated our design. Like we have searched, and it is 5, and it is waiting for 5,000 milliseconds. That is ultimately 5 seconds. So let's do it as 500 milliseconds. And let's type India here. You can get the result as these two results have India in its name. All right. This is what debouncing is. This is the main function that is handling debouncing. You just need to go through this function. If you find any kind of difficulty or any kind of confusion in understanding this function, please comment down below, or you can join the Discord channel. There I am ready to help you. All right. This is all for this video. Thank you. I hope you liked it, learned something from it. If you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it to web dev aspirants. And don't forget to subscribe the channel for more such amazing contents. We will be discussing all the topics like throttling and other topics in detail with an example like this that we have demonstrated right now. And please like and share this video as it boosts my confidence to create more such amazing contents for you all. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. Take care. Keep learning.